Hi, this is Ben Wilhelm with Double Beam Design Group, and this is a tutorial for adding albums to your portfolio with our ready-made artist websites. You can see here I'm starting with a clean slate. This is what your website looked like when I first set it up for you and sent you your welcome email. 5 simple pages: home, portfolio, about, news, contact, nothing much under each of them, but we're going to change that, starting with your portfolio page. So let's open up a new tab in your browser and go to the link for your administrative dashboard, which you should have received in your welcome email. Log in with the username, also in your welcome email, that we provided you, and the password that either we provided you or you have changed it to. And here we are at your dashboard. As I said, we're going to be adding albums to your portfolio. You can think of an album as a logically associated set of images. These can be images from the same show, the same body of work, subject matter, whatever, but they're all associated with each other somehow. An album can have long explanatory text, and your text formatting options are much greater for an album, while each individual image within the album can have shorter captions and descriptions. If that's a little confusing to you, just follow along. I think it'll become clearer as we go. To add a new album, come over here to the top left where it says Albums, click on it, come down and click Add New. Now I'm going to be adding an album of a show that I did the lighting for several years back called Curse of the Crying Heart. Here's your title. Down here is your text editor for your descriptive text, where I will add some information about the show. I could add more, but you guys get the idea. One thing you may have seen me do here is to do a single line return. If you notice when you're typing text, if you just hit enter, it'll skip a line like this. That's because it thinks you want a new paragraph, so it skips a line. If you want a single line return, you press shift enter and you get a single line. To add images to the album, you use this little button right here. It's not very obvious, but if you hover over it, it says add an image. It's over here where it says upload insert. It's your first option. Add an image. Click on that. Choose select files. And from the window that opens, navigate to the images that you want to upload to this album. Now here you can actually choose more than one image to upload at a time. So if you're a Windows user, you can hold down Control, or if you're a Mac user, you hold down Command and select multiple images, and then click Open. Now these uploads will go a lot more slowly for you because you'll actually be putting them onto the internet, and that takes longer. I'm putting them just onto a local server on my computer. So this will probably take a few minutes for you depending on how large the images are in terms of file size, but you'll see a progress bar. It'll show you exactly how long things are going to take. Now we're going to edit the title and descriptions of each image. As you can see, WordPress has titled each image with its file name, which, especially if they came off a digital camera, are usually nonsense letters and numbers. So we're going to change that. So for each image, come over here and click Show, and that expands the information for the image. We're going to change the title. Sakuriko's Lament. Really, it was a lovely moment. Alternate text you can leave blank. I won't go into why. Caption you can think of as a one-sentence description, whereas description think of as a longer paragraph. And basically you can choose one or the other. It's not going to hurt anything if you fill in both, but on the front end it will just truncate, or it will put them together. Caption followed by description. So we'll say, just for illustrative purposes, This is a caption, and these are both optional. Title is required, but caption and description are optional. This is a description, and we'll give that some longer text. And that's it. You don't really have to touch anything else in this section. So you come up here and you can hide that image, show the next one. We'll change its title. Leave the alternate text blank. In this one, I'll just do the caption. This is a caption. Leave the description blank. I'm just doing this for illustrative purposes. You'll see it on the front side where they all show up. We'll hide that one, show the next one. Longer description. Hide that, show the next one, change the title, and I will leave on this one caption and description blank. So again, caption and description always optional. You can leave them blank if you like. Title is required. If you feel like you don't want to title something, you can just leave a period or a dash, something unobtrusive. So then we will hide that, and now click Save All Changes. And you can see all of our images are now titled nicely. You'll see here below Save All Changes, now it says Gallery Settings. You don't ever need to touch these. These are for other pages. It's something built into WordPress. The portfolio album knows what to do with the images, so you don't ever have to touch the gallery settings. If you want to change the order that these images show up, that's what these little fields are for over here. So if I want the black ghost image to show up first, I would give that a 1. Actually, let's call it 10. I'll show you why in a second. Then maybe I want Sakuriko's Lament. We'll make that 20. Assassination Attempt is 30. And Shards is 40. And I click Save Changes. It now puts them in that order. Now the reason I did these 10, 20, 30, 40 is because WordPress doesn't care that these are sequential. It only cares that they go in order. So if later on you want to put something between Black Ghost and Sakuriko's Lament, you could number that one 15 and it would go right between. You wouldn't have to renumber all of these. So when you're done, save changes. And again, you don't ever need to touch anything under gallery settings. Come up here in the upper right, click the X. That closes the image gallery box. And now click Publish. Great, we've just published our first album. Now, go over here where we left the front end of our site open in the other tab. Refresh the portfolio page, and you'll see now Curse the Crying Heart. And it will show up, it will show the first image as we put them in order, you remember. It'll show the first image. So click on that, opens Curse of the Crying Heart, large image, all the little thumbnails down here. Click the images, shows title, this is a caption, this is a description. Whoops. This is where the title, caption, and description show up. And below the slideshow, you will see where we typed in Curse the Crying Heart, House Theater of Chicago, and all of that stuff. So congratulations, we've just added our first portfolio album. So if you want to add more albums to your portfolio, you just do it all again. Okay, now you probably want to get rid of this text up here that says this is your portfolio page. Let's go back to our dashboard. And down below albums, keep going down, 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 you'll see pages right here. Click that. You can see here, these pages mimic the 5 pages on the front site. Home, portfolio, about, news, contact. Home, portfolio, about, news, contact. This is where page text is stored. So, to edit that text, we click Edit. I'm just going to delete that. You could change it to whatever you wanted. I prefer a clean portfolio with no text. So I've removed it. I click Update. Come back to the front side. Click Portfolio. And look at that. It's gone. Now the other thing I'd like to show you here is that if you go back to the home page, you'll see that it has automatically created a slideshow. Well, it's not a slideshow yet, it's a single image. But this is a slideshow of the featured images from all of your albums in your portfolio. So as we add more albums to this page, the slideshow on the home page will start cycling through, fading between the featured image from each one. So, thanks for listening. Future tutorials will include adding categories to your portfolio, adding and editing pages, adding new posts to your news section, and advanced text formatting, adding headings and tables and all that good stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to email or leave them in the comments below. Thanks.